So I'll touch on plan costs. It's a pretty complex topic, and I mean, like, I've been in this for so many years. I had to tell you, it's very challenging even for me to figure out what's going on. Who pays what? There's like at least like 2 or 3 parties involved. Let's just start with the plan sponsor. Certain costs has to be must be paid by the plan sponsor, like setting up a plan and so forth. So they're out of pocket. And then there's also like hidden costs. Why? Because they are like part of the expense ratio. What are expense ratio? Like when you do investments, there are certain fees that get paid to investment manager. Those fees are also include marketing expense that get rebated back to the plan provider. So from those fees, the plan provider might think that I probably made enough, so I don't need to charge you additional money. And if the plan provider thinks that they're not collecting enough, there are a couple of things they can do. They either ask the plan sponsor, which is the employer, to write them a check, or there will be an asset charge on the return, on the plan balance. And a lot of people don't really read this statement very carefully, and they don't know what's being charged. And even if they do, they see like okay, a $25 deduction, and they have no idea what that is. And I tell you, $25 is not just a $25 deduction, because you get a quarterly statement. 25 you have to times 4, so 25 is really $100. I'm telling you, this is pretty complicated. So even plan sponsors have problems like understanding what's going on. So since this is so complicated, I think this job is best to hire somebody like myself, Hedge Maxima, to come in and help you review the plan costs. And why is it so important? Plan costs reduce your plan investment return. So the more somebody else takes out, the less there is for you. And let's say a plan that's been established a couple years ago, and it's based upon a percentage. A fee is based upon, like, let's say 1%. Like when you establish a plan, it's only $1 million, 1%, okay, it's $10,000. $10,000 like might be, let's say, a fair deal. But when your asset grows to $3 million, so you have to pay $30,000. I don't think the agent is doing 3 times as much work. So it's really prudent that you should review the amount of money that goes to the agent. I'm not saying that they're ripping you off. What you really need to look at is that what kind of service is being provided. There's like no real benchmark saying that like $30,000 is expensive and $10,000 is cheap. It's basically, what do you get? Let's say you pay $10,000 but you never see the agent. I tell you, that's pretty expensive. So whose responsibility is that? That's a plan sponsor. Number 1 is always a plan sponsor. But it will help if you have a good investment advisor or like a 401k advisor to help you along in monitoring all that. Like what I said, the fees are pretty complicated. There are certain fees that are taken out from the investment platform. There's certain fees that bill directly to the plan sponsor, and there are certain fees that are taken directly from the plan participant account balance. So you need to add all 3 to figure out how much is being paid out.